Hello everyone, welcome to today's talk show about language, gender, and identity. Today we will be talking to three authors who are very familiar with this topic. The first author is Varshana Shanti Young.
Hello.
Okay. My first question for you is, do you believe that the Black culture has conducted a certain stereotype in society?
Yes, I believe that everyone is treated differently. I was treated differently by the way I dress and by the way I act. The Black culture has a certain norm that everyone should abide to. In the article I wrote, Prelude the Barbershop, I explained how people are not accepted. I used Eric as an example. He was not accepted just because the people from the barbershop considered him gay.
My second question for you is that in your article you stated, "But I wonder what does not fitting in cost me?" This issue of trying to fit in but never succeeding, of being perpetually on the margins of various communities and never finding a way into any one of them, is a trope of life making me some. Think of a Black Sisyphus. What did you mean by this?
I felt that I wasn't being accepted anywhere just because I'm Black and people don't really accept that. And then there's a bunch of chaos in the city I live in. They want you to dress a certain way to fit in with them, and they don't want you to be different.
Okay, thank you. What do you think the school system should do to get rid of kids being treated differently due to their not normal behavior?
Staff have to accept students as they are and not treat them differently. The school should hire people who are more open-minded and encourage the students to act how they want to. The staff should put the students inside programs that make them more diverse.
Now introducing Deborah Tennant, who is going to speak about her article, "His Politeness is Her Powerlessness."
Oh, hi Carla, thank you for having me on your show.
Your excerpt from "You Just Understand Women and Men in Conversation." You explain different scenarios explaining how one can be indirect or direct with another. But do you believe that being indirect necessarily makes you powerless?
Women are often indirect, although indirectness itself does not reflect powerlessness. In society's point of view, women are constantly evaluated negatively, therefore they're seen as a lower status than men.
The excerpt from "You Just Don't Understand Women and Men in Conversation," you explain different scenarios explaining how one can be indirect or direct with another. Do you believe that being indirect necessarily makes you powerless?
I believe that being indirect does not make you powerless because it is your decision whether you want to be indirect or direct. And in different situations, you're going to have to adjust to indirectness if that is appropriate for communicating your preference.